Ho, ho, ho! Merry Flossmas, everyone! Welcome to my channel. I'm Jessie, and this is Bobo Jessie Stitches, and today it's a Flossmas combo, 1819, but today is December 19th. I'm recording this about noon, so I only have my cup of tea for right now because I'm going to go make some lunch. Got to do this in a hurry because the football game is already on, and if you follow me on Instagram, you know that we watch the games. The Texans are playing the Jaguars today. And whether or not you follow the NFL ongoing, the Jaguars just fired their coach earlier this week for apparently being abusive to some players. And, and we have learned from the past, sometimes when a bad coach goes away, the team does really well the next game. So, as always, do your best. All right. But the tea today, since I opened up both the 18th and the 19th, I'm doing the 18th tea today, which is Snowball. Chocolatey, coconutty goodness makes the best festive tea latte. It's a black tea with Sri Lankan black tea, cocoa shells, coconut, cocoa nibs, red cornflowers, and flavoring. So I think it's a nice mid-afternoon tea, hopefully. The other one was chocolate digestives, and I actually have digestive biscuits. I spent a year and a half. I spent my whole entire junior year of undergrad in London, and then I spent a semester, so about 6 months. I went early to London for a semester while I was in law school. So in total, a year and a half in London. Both times I went to University College London. Picked up quite a bit of things, and if I could live anywhere outside of the United States, it probably would be in England. Although I love Scotland a lot too. I really did. When we went to Scotland on a British cruise, I've only been to Scotland for short periods of time. When I was there in London, I went for a weekend, and then on our cruise we did a British Isle cruise a few years ago, and we did some stops there. I felt like I was home when I was in Scotland. Like it felt, yeah. In May it was in the 60s, and I was like, I love it. And like, I'm sure it's really cold in the winter, and I would probably hate it during the winter. I probably like Snowbird or something, but if I had the funds to do that. But I probably would live in Britain if I could. So, or more accurately, in Scotland or in England. I haven't been to Wales, so I can't speak on Wales. Probably would love Wales too. Anyways, all right, we're opening up Forbidden Fiber Co's. You know that I missed the colors for the 16th, and so here's opening up the 18th. So next part of the pattern, next color floss. I think I mentioned the other day, I already emailed Forbidden Fiber Co., and they're sending me the 18th the 16th and the 20th colors. I double checked, and I confirmed that the 20th was also missing its colors, so I won't be able to show you that tomorrow. But today's color, is a really nice, lovely color. It's called Wreath. Here, let me show you what it's going to look like against the fabric. Here it is. That's the wreath, and that's how it's going to be like against the fabric. As you are aware, I've already been caught up through the 16th, so that's just where I am. No stitching done on it because I didn't have the floss. But now that I have wreath, I'm going to go ahead and work on that today. All right, y'all. Okay, some things are starting to come together with wreath, so I think this will be fun to work on today during the game. It's not a lot. I think I can finish this during the game today. Yeah. We'll see how it goes. All right. We'll check in tomorrow, I guess. All right, and then we're also going to open up the gift on the the odd day, which is today, the 19th, so we get a gift. So today's the 19th. Let's just use some scissors. Boop. Sprinkles coming your way. Oh, ha! All right, y'all. It is a koozie. Here you go with a little star and moon sprinkling on there, right? It says, keep your beverage cold and sweat-free with this fun and sparkly celestial koozie. It's a perfect fit for any 12-ounce can or bottled drink. And so I don't drink beer, and we normally drink, most of my time I put bottles, I put cans in a cup. I put it in a glass. But I have a friend who told me one time, you can never have enough koozies, so always collect them. So there you are. I was like, is it true? Is it true that you can't have enough koozies? We're introverts. We don't invite people to the house. Like, it's like, I'm just being real. Like, so, but, maybe in the office when I have canned drinks there. All right. So what have I been doing for these past couple of days? We watched The Witcher. And so we did finish Agretsuko on Thursday night. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I know that we're not going to go in there. There's problems with Netflix. I acknowledge that. But we're going to continue having our subscription to Netflix. And the but Agretsuko was a return back to the office life, so which was kind of true to the first couple of seasons, and not the third season wasn't about office life, but this one definitely was returning back to things that happened in the office, work chaos, and that kind of stuff. And so it was really fantastic. We loved it, right, John? I love it so much. And then we started watching The Witcher, which came out on Friday, and we binged it all the way through. We're not all the way through because we didn't start and not go to sleep, but we started on Friday and we finished yesterday. And so we're very... so that got done, but I did do some stitching, and I wanted to go ahead and show you, even though for reasons, but I did finish Park Harper Bart's Winter Welcome. So this is what it was going to look like when it was done in their model stitching. And here is my finished version. So this is done everything called for. DMCs, and I'm not sorry, with called for DMC H-Well, and then a converted Sullivan for DMC, and this is on 32 count linen fabric by Fourth Night Fabrics, and I can't remember what the fabric is called. So anyway, so there it is. I haven't quite decided yet, as I usually don't know what I'm going to do for finishing. I kind of like the idea of the stitching journal. I've never quite adopted it because I don't know how I feel about the idea of putting something fabric into paper and then having like this bulky product that I did have to store. So I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do, but I have seen patterns to create soft books with fabric, and I kind of like the idea of that, right? Like creating consistent 8.5 by 8.5 panels or something like that, like kind of taking a look at like the small and medium pieces that I have that I don't want to frame up or finish in a different way, and then just kind of creating and then creating a soft book at the end of the year of all of those finishes. I've thought about that. We're going to think about it. We're going to sit on it for a minute. And then I also worked on Barbara Anna's Christmas tree, and I don't have a complete full photo of the completed project and what it will look like when it's done. All I have is kind of this partial picture here. Everything is kitted up from Nika Moscow, and on 25 count even weave. And last time you saw it, I had just finished this bottom branch right here, and this is where I got. So I finished up this top part of this bottom branch, and then about halfway through, there's a little bit more over here, but about halfway through on that side of it. And I am going to be participating in No New Starts in 2022. I'm going to be doing the 22 and 22 because I only have, I think, 15 works in progress whips going into 22. So I have some room to start new projects. I have 2 planned in the new year. I have a new year start on January 1st planned, and I have a birthday start planned on my birthday, which is at the end of January. And I'm planning a start on New Year's Eve as of right now. We'll see if that actually still happens. And but they are doing a road trip. So there's No New Starts, the regular group, and there's 3 tiers for that. If you're all looking for a challenge group, and you one of the things, the reasons why I did not do no new starts in 21 was because I knew I wasn't going to do that. I knew I would have new starts. I knew I was going to be doing Stitching Book Club. I knew that there were going to be other. Barbara Anna always has a pattern of like, take my money, so like I always knew that there was going to be things I wanted to start. And so that's why I didn't do it. And plus I didn't have so many that I felt like I could be fully entertained without doing that. Anyway, so but going into 22, they have 3 options. One is work your whips, which is the way most of the no new starts was. Whatever you have is what you have, and it's what you're going to work on. And you're working on new starts right now to go into the new year. But then they have an option which I thought worked for me, which was 22 and 22, which was basically you're not going to have more than 22 whips at any given time. And so when you finish a whip that's in the 22, then you could have a new start. But if you're less than 22, you can start one and then until you get up to 22 whips, and then you can't start a new one until one's finished. And I like the idea of that because I felt like it kept me honest with not starting too much, which would get overwhelming for me at some point in time. I'd be like, I got too much to work on. And then but it's still a challenge group. And I really like having a challenge group. I really enjoyed being in Magical Stitches and working through the Percy books and everything like that. Really, really enjoyed that. I wasn't really too keen on the theme for 22, and I knew I wouldn't be as vested in it. And so I was looking for a new challenge group. So I'm doing the no new starts 22 and 22. So that's my long way of saying that right now I'm working on the road trip challenge. This is my piece I'm working on to create my ride, which is going to be the luxury RV, which is 1,250 stitches. Basically saying if you can comfortably stitch 1,000 stitches in a week, that's probably your group. That's about what I can. Actually, I probably should be in the hotel hopper, but I'm going to wait and kind of see if I can really comfortably do 2,000 stitches in a week. I do generally around 10,000 stitches in a month, but not always. I definitely have months where I have 8,000 and 9,000. So based on my average, I went with the 1,250 a week. Anyways, long video now when I'm trying to get to a football game. Joy for today, Christmas pajamas. So my husband and I do have, for the first time last year, we got some matching pajamas. So I'm going to stand up, show you my matching pajama for Snoopy. And weirdly enough, y'all, it's really hard to find matching pajamas for men, women, and dogs. So there's lots of matching pajamas for women and their pets, but not men and their pets. There's very few. And you could find family ones where there was parents, children, and pets, but not really, truly not that many, right? There are a lot of family ones, but not including pets. So we found one. So my little fur girls wear matching pajamas. So anyways, I hope wherever you are, because of the Sunday that you are having the Sunday that you need today. And I wish you joyful stitching. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Y'all, I forgot the joke. Ready? What is Santa's favorite candy? Jolly Ranchers. Have a good day. Bye, y'all.